I didn't have a problem Alabama with a loss being in the Final Four. Did you?
Yes, but I think this is fascinating. I think they're one of the 4 best teams, but right now I don't think they're one of the 4 most deserving teams.
So what side are you generally on?
I generally am on best, but we're still in November, so I wouldn't have put Alabama there yet because I think the committee set up a really interesting dynamic here. First of all, I don't think Notre Dame should be 5 either. I would not have had them there. I don't think Ohio State should have been 3. I would have given Michigan State the nod because they played a tougher schedule. I would have allowed more fluctuation to take place as the season continues. To me, the real challenge here the committee is going to find itself in is, what if LSU loses this close game? What if they lose 20-17? They lose to a top 4 team on the road by 3. Do you drop them beneath Notre Dame? Are they going to stay around 5 or 6? They're in the running even as a one-loss team to get back in there. And so the way that I would look at it is I would say in early November, we're going to reward the most deserving teams and hope that as the season progresses, the most deserving manages to meld into the best, which often happens, right? You end up by the end of the year, the teams that are typically the most deserving also tend to hopefully be the best.
Yes.
And I think that's the challenge right
so
now.
So you early in a season, you're with most deserving.
Yes, but because I look at based on exactly what happens on the field, and we haven't seen most of the good teams play.
Yeah, Baylor's good, tough 10 games don't happen until the next month.
All of the Big 12's top games. And I think Oklahoma may be the best team in the Big 12, and they lost a game to Texas. What I love about college football is, one, all we do is argue. That's what makes it great for what you and I do.
You're an attorney.
Yeah, and this is basically I get to make arguments about football instead of making arguments about complex legal issues, which are nowhere near as entertaining. But when you break it down, what you really end up with is people uniquely in football believe that whatever happens in 60 minutes would happen again if they played the next week.
It doesn't work that way.
Not at all. And so they don't think that way in basketball, for instance. Like a 7-game series, the NBA champ may lose by 25 points in one game. Like, it doesn't necessarily, and when you kind of put it in people's mind like this, think of a football game as one 60-minute window that you pull out of a never-ending game. Like, imagine if they played for 6,000 hours. The better team typically is going to win in 6,000 hours, right?
Right.
But in 60 minutes, anything can happen. Think about your own lives. Like, how much different could you be in one 60-minute period than you are in one 24-hour period? You get the person at the right time, bad moments, sitting in traffic. Like, you're going to act totally differently one moment than another. And that's what I love about college football and football in general. But it's also frustrating because fans tend to believe. Like, I got killed last year when Ohio State won the national championship. I went on right afterwards on the field, and I said, I think Alabama would beat this team if they played next week. And I believe it. And Vegas would side with me. Alabama would have been favored over Ohio State last year if they played another game. But Ohio State won the game that matters. But most fans believe that whatever happens in 60 minutes would continue to repeat forever.
Yeah.